Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. On first down, Clements. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. They'll run on first down. Clements. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have... First. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nicholson. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Nicholson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They run with Logan. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a 5-yard game, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Nicholson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
60 outlaw. Here we go.
On first down, Clements. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is fielded at the goal line, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag route.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get to the ball! Get to the ball!
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
I can't believe we let you play. I can't believe.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fox. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On 1st down, Nicholson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of... Oh, this is blocked. And the Giants have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Fox. Wide open receiver complete. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Throwing on first down. Fox. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back to throw. Fox got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Logan. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Got it. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Fox. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Watching your five. Blue down. 55.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fox to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
5. Watch the whip. Check go.
On 4th down, Fox. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd down, Clements. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Nicholson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go, baby.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half.
Pass complete to number 18. Touchdown, Green Bay. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again. Fox. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw. Fox. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. In for the score as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. They can't hang with that.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson rolling to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range. And you're
we now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
To throw again. Fox. comes back with one complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Jump in the west.
On 3rd and 2, Fox. Over the middle, it's complete.
Faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Fox. There's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Crunch. He's coming. We got to go. Hit it.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw. Nicholson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Off the bootleg. Nicholson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wide? for your coach. You go right to turnovers.
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 25 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Second and 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll run on first down. Clements. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. On third down, Nicholson throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On first down, Clements. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down, Nicholson. He's got it complete to Thompson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on third down, Nicholson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back to throw. Fox. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. This is Logan. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They run again with Logan. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go, dude. 3-pound, 132 fighter. Here I come again.
On first down, Fox. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nicholson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the...
And he caught it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 43.
Back to throw. Fox. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fox under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On fourth down. Fox. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing on first down. Nicholson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Nicholson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And we've reached the 1 minute mark in this game. Second and long. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, Nicholson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. 80 weapon. Check. Fresno. 55, Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Check. Twist on Travis.
On 1st and 10, Fox. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Under 10. 10. Look, squeeze.
2nd down and inches. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 3rd down, Fox. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Fox. And able to find Green. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work.